Hey hustlers, welcome to our newest video on the Forever Hustle YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be sharing with you the top 10 richest women in the United States. The US economy is one of the fastest growing economies, despite the turbulent markets and even more chaotic times. When we talk about the richest people in the world, a lot of people just know the big names, the likes of Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, most of which are men. But what they don't know is that each year, Forbes releases the world's billionaire list, which ranks the richest people in the world based on their net worth. And there are a whole lot of other people who aren't new to the Billionaires Club, but are relatively unknown to the general public as they lead private lives. At the same time, every year there are people that make their first appearances on the list, and that includes men and women. The richest women in the US today acquired their fortune from different industries, including retail, fashion, candy, and even pet food. A good number of these women are philanthropists, businesswomen, and heiresses to large family fortunes. In some cases, they are related to one another. There are familiar names, not so familiar names, and newcomers. But enough talking about it. Here's the list of the top 10 richest women in the US. Number 10. Nancy Walton Laurie. Born on the 15th of May 1951, Nancy Walton Laurie is the first woman on our list today. She is one of many Waltons who will appear on this list coming up. This isn't surprising at all, as the Waltons are the richest family dynasty in the US. Nancy is the younger daughter of Bud Walton and sister to Anne Walton Kroenke. She is an American businesswoman, philanthropist, and one of the heirs to the Walmart fortune. When her father died, her and her sister inherited enough shares from Walmart to make them billionaires. Apart from her Walmart shares, Nancy is also the founder of the Nancy Walton Laurie Leadership Institute and the Columbia Performing Arts Center, a dance studio in Columbia, Missouri. She is currently worth $6.9 billion. Number 9. Anne Walton Kroenke. Another one of the heirs to the Walmart fortune, Anne Walton Kroenke is the oldest daughter of late Bud Walton, who, as we mentioned before, is the co-founder of Walmart and brother of Sam Walton, the founder. She was born on December 18, 1948. She's currently married to Stan Kroenke, who is also a billionaire as he owns and is a shareholder of many businesses, like the Arsenal Football Club and a couple of other professional sports franchises. Anne Walton Kroenke has also got her own thing going on, as she's the owner of the Denver Nuggets and Colorado Avalanche. If you wanted to call them sports moguls, you would be right. Incredibly, she's also a registered nurse and is not in any way involved in running Walmart. Her net worth is $7.8 billion. Number 8. Christy Walton. I know, we might just have to dedicate this whole list to the Waltons. Hashtag keeping up with the Waltons. Christy was born on February 8, 1949. Before her husband died, he made a lot of investments, most of which were in First Solar, an American solar panel manufacturing company. After he died, Christy became the possessor of all his property and shares, which is approximately worth $18.2 billion. But because her son Lucas Walton also had his share of his father's fortune, hers decreased and she is now worth a mere $8.7 billion. Woo! Okay, we're finally done with the Waltons. Or are we? Watch to the end of the video to find out. Number 7. Blair Perry Ockenden. Born in 1950, Blair Perry Ockenden is an heiress to the Cox enterprise. Her grandfather, James M. Cox, founded Cox Enterprises in 1898. Her brother, Jim Kennedy, is the chairman, while her aunt is a major shareholder in the company. Blair inherited 25% of the company's shares, where she takes no active role. She is worth $8.8 billion, making her one of the richest women in the US. Number 6. Abigail Johnson. Abigail Johnson is the CEO of Fidelity Investments, an American investment firm. Fidelity was founded by her grandfather, Edward C. Johnson II. Abigail was born on December 19, 1961. She studied at Buckingham Brown and Nichols Private School and then graduated with a BA degree in art history from Hobart and William Smith College. After that, she went ahead to Harvard Business School, and upon graduating she joined Fidelity Investments as an analyst and portfolio manager. As the years went by, she was steadily promoted and in 2014 became the CEO. In 2018, Abigail introduced cryptocurrency to Fidelity Investments, making it possible for investors to trade Bitcoin and Ether. She currently has a net worth of $15.1 billion. Number 5. Laurene Powell Jobs. 56-year-old Laurene Powell Jobs is the widow of Steve Jobs, the former CEO and co-founder of Apple. She was born on 6th of November 1963. Upon the death of her husband, Laurene inherited billions of dollars of his stock in Apple and Disney. Realising the power of her fortune, she launched the Emerson Collective Foundation, a philanthropic organisation that supports policies concerning social and environmental issues. Her net worth is $21.1 billion. Number 4. Jacqueline Mars. American heiress Jacqueline Mars is the granddaughter of Frank C. Mars, the founder of Mars Inc. She was born on October 10, 1939. Her net worth was acquired from her inherited shares from Mars Inc. With a huge net worth of $20 billion, in 2014 she was ranked the 31st richest person in the world. Crazy to know such vast wealth came from candy. She was active in Mars Inc. as the food product group president of the company. Her current net worth is $28.9 billion. Number 3. Julia Koch. Julia Fletcher Koch, aged 57 years, is the widow of David Koch, billionaire and co-owner of Koch Industries and other businesses. She grew up with her family in Iowa before she moved to New York in 1984, where she became an assistant to fashion designer Adolfo. In January 1991, she met David Koch on a blind date that was set up by friends, but apparently they didn't get on all that well at the time. 6 months later, however, they met again and started dating. They got married in May 1996 and remained married for 23 years until David died in August 2019. Upon his death, Julia and her children, who are all below the age of 25, earn 42% stake in Koch Industries. She derives her fortune from his inheritance with a net worth of $47.6 billion. Number 2. Mackenzie Bezos. One of the new faces, although one of the more popular ones on the list. Mackenzie Bezos is an American activist, award-winning novelist and philanthropist. She was the wife of Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, until they got divorced in July 2019 after 25 years of marriage. As part of the divorce settlement, Mackenzie walked away with 4% of Amazon. You may hear 4% and think it sounds like an unfair deal, because, well, 4's not a huge number, but that 4% was a quarter of Jeff's stake at Amazon, which is arguably the biggest online retail store in the world and worth $36.8 billion. In August 2019, she was ranked the world's 3rd richest woman. After the divorce, she made a promise to give out at least half of her fortune to charity. Currently, her net worth is $54.6 billion. Before we look at the richest woman in the world, if it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you get notified when we upload a new video. With that out of the way, here's the richest woman in the US. Number 1. Alice Walton. Yes, I know, but we warned you there was another Walton on the list. Alice Walton is the only daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton. Alice grew up with her father, mother and 3 brothers in Bentonville, Arkansas. She graduated from Trinity University in San Antonio, Texas with a degree in economics and finance. Even with the fact that she didn't necessarily need to work because of her huge inheritance from the family business, she took up a couple of jobs before eventually establishing her own company. After her graduation, she worked for a short time as a seller of children's clothes at Walmart, after which she worked as a broker for E.F. Hutton. She later founded Llama Company, an investment bank, in 1988. An art lover, she opened a museum in 2011, Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. She currently doesn't have an active role at Walmart, but she has a net worth of $54.9 billion, retaining her spot as the richest woman in the United States. And there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notification and share. Be sure to comment down below and let us know what you thought about the video and give us any ideas for a video you think we should do. And until next time, hustlers, stay hustling.